Hey everyone, welcome back. In today's video, we're going to talk about a common error that shows up on a lot of Windows 10 and Windows 11 systems, the infamous RunDLL error. You might have seen this message pop up on your screen. There was a problem starting file name, the specified model could not be found, or something like that, right? It usually happens during startup or when opening certain apps. But don't worry, I have got you covered with step-by-step solutions. Before we dive into the fixes, let's quickly understand what a RunDLL error is. Basically, RunDLL is a Windows file that loads and runs DLL files, which are dynamic link libraries used by many programs to function properly. When something messes with those files, like a virus or an uninstalled app that didn't clean up properly, Windows might try to run a file that no longer exists, and boom, you get a RunDLL error. Alright, let's jump into the fixes. I will give you multiple solutions. You don't have to try them all, just go through them one by one until the error disappears. First, let's check your startup items. Click on the search bar, type Task Manager, and open it. Now go to the Startup tab. Here you will see all the programs that run when Windows boots. Look for any suspicious entries, especially ones that don't have a publisher or look like random names. Right-click and choose Disable. This won't delete anything, but it stops the broken entry from running at startup. If the error stops showing up after you disabled something, congratulations, you just found the source. If not, don't worry, let's move on to the next method. Next, we're going to use AutoRuns, a free tool from Microsoft that goes deeper than Task Manager. Open your browser and search for AutoRuns Microsoft. Download it from the official Microsoft website. It's a small zip file. Once downloaded, extract the files and run AutoRuns 64. Exas, if you're on a 64-bit system, wait a few seconds while it loads everything. Now, in the list, look for any entries that say File Not Found. They are usually highlighted in yellow. If you find any, especially in the logo and tab, right-click and delete them. These are broken links trying to load missing DLLs. Deleting them will stop the RunDLL error. All right, moving on. Now let's check if your system has any malware or leftover infections causing the issue. Even if you have uninstalled a program, it might have left behind scheduled tasks or registry keys. Open Windows Security by searching Windows Security from the Start menu. Click Virus and Thread Protection, then run a full scan. This can take a while, but it's worth it. While the scan is running, let's also clean up the registry manually, but be careful with this step. Press Windows plus R, type REGEDIT, and hit Enter. Now navigate to this path, HKey local machine, software, Microsoft Windows, current version, run, check the list on the right side. Do you see anything pointing to a missing file or weird location? If you do, right-click and delete that entry. Again, only delete entries that clearly point to a missing or suspicious file. All right, if you're still getting the error after all that, let's try the last method using Task Scheduler. Press Windows plus S, type Task Scheduler, and open it. Click on Task Scheduler Library. Scroll through the list. If you see a task linked to a file that no longer exists, right-click it and hit Delete. You can also click on each task and look at the Actions tab to see what file it's trying to run. If the path leads to a DLL or exe file that's not on your computer anymore, that's likely the cause of the RunDLL error. Okay, let's say you have tried everything and the error still shows up. At that point, I recommend using a third-party cleanup tool like CCleaner. Download it from their official site, install it, and use the Startup and Registry Cleaner tools to remove any leftover junk that might be causing the issue. But again, be careful with registry cleaners. Always back up your registry first or create a restore point before making any big changes. So let's quickly recap: check and disable startup items, use AutoRuns to remove broken entries, scan for malware using Windows Security, clean the registry manually, check Task Scheduler for leftover tasks, and finally use CCleaner as a last resort. If this video helped you fix the RunDLL error, make sure to give it a thumbs up and drop a comment to let me know which method worked for you. And if you are into take guides and fixing Windows problems, consider subscribing. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one.